I'm Neph, and here's your quick and dirty start into the massive hidden world of Destiny 2's lore, with my top 5 lore picks for new fans. While there are lore books in-game, you will need to hit up the website of the Ishtar Collective for single lore entries, scripts, and deep dives, or go to Destinypedia. That compiles information into a wiki of sorts. Both are great resources. I head back there a lot. I'll leave links in the description. I'd say to start with the creationist myth of Destiny. The Gardener and the Winnower are two cosmic entities representing the forces of light and darkness, respectively. They engage in a constant struggle for balance and shape the destiny of the universe. The Gardener represents creation, diversity, and the potential for growth, while the Winnower seeks to enforce order and eliminate anything that threatens it. This myth kicks off the paracausal universe that Destiny is set in, essentially meaning anything can happen, sometimes even without a cause. Next up is the Bible for the Hive, the Books of Sorrow. From the start, we are told not to trust these texts, since the author is Oryx, the once taken king. These are 5 of 7 volumes with many entries. They detail the origin of the Hive and the manipulation of the Witness, Destiny's current big bad, using sword logic to create this species into setting up everything that leads into the final DLC in Destiny's Light and Dark saga, the final shape. The Books of Sorrow detail the story of Oryx, the Taken King, and his rise to power with his sisters Savathun and Xivu Arath. They reveal the Hive's origins, their relationships with the worm gods, and their pursuit of immortality through the manipulation of darkness. These are by far my favourite lore pieces, and I heavily recommend. Ghost Fragments. Ghost Fragments are pieces of lore that provide an additional insight into various characters, events, and locations within the Destiny 2 universe. Originally, these lores were collected from dead ghosts strewn around the different locations in the game, then unlocked, offering insights from those ghosts' perspectives. While some read like machine outputs, I'd suggest having a look at them since they offer insight into characters' ghosts and details on the early chapters of Destiny. There are 139 Grimoire entries for them, so there's enough to keep you entertained for some time. The Collapse. The Collapse refers to the cataclysmic event that took place in the game's lore and led to the collapse of human civilization on Earth. It was triggered by the arrival of the Witness and his fleet of pyramid ships, wielding the force of darkness, causing widespread chaos, destruction, and the downfall of the Golden Age. The collapse serves as the backdrop for much of the game's story and sets the stage for the player's journey as a guardian. Lastly, Dredgen Yor and the Shadows of Yor. Dredgen Yor was a legendary guardian turned rogue who was corrupted by the darkness. He wielded the hand cannon Thorn, a powerful and infamous weapon, and became a feared figure in the Guardians' history. The Shadows of Yor are a group of Guardians who sought to follow in Yor's footsteps, exploring the power of the darkness and challenging the Guardians' traditional understanding of the light. The tale of Shin Malphur and his hunting Dredgen Yor is an absolute fan favourite. Pick up, read it. So those were just my top 5 key pieces of lore you should definitely look up, starting into the massive world of lore in Destiny. If you want coverage of other kinds of lore, make sure to let me know in the comments. And if you liked this kind of content, then like and sub. And I'll see you in the next one.